Chandrasekhar was born on 23rd July 1906 in the present-day Alirajpur district of Madhya Pradesh. His mother wanted a son to become a great Sanskrit scholar and persuaded his father to send him to Kashi Vidyapeeth. But his destiny had different plans. In December 1921, when Mahatma Gandhi launched the non-cooperation movement, Chandrasekhar, then a 15-year-old student, joined.
To understand about Chandrasekhar and his mindset, we will have to look into the circumstances of India in 1920. Non-cooperation movement was a reaction to the oppressive policies of the British Indian government such as the Rowlatt Act and the Jallianwala Bagh massacre at Amritsar. Just imagine a child in his early teens, where most of his friends were enjoying a carefree life, was thinking about his country's independence and joining the freedom struggle.
As a result of his active participation in the non-cooperation movement, Chandrasekhar was arrested and on being presented before a magistrate, he gave his name as Azad. From that day, he came to be known as Chandrasekhar Azad among the people. Mahatma Gandhi abruptly ended non-cooperation movement on 10th March 1922 because of the Chauri Chauraha incident. His decision didn't go well with many young leaders having revolutionary ideas. Azad was one of them.
After the suspension of the non-cooperative movement, Azad turned aggressive. He met Manmath Nath Gopal, who in turn introduced him to Ram Prasad Bismil, the founder of the Hindustan Republican Association, or the HRA, which was a revolutionary organization.
While most of the country was following Gandhi's path of non-violence, here are these young revolutionaries who believed that only armed struggle can bring India's independence. For that, they needed finance.
On 9th August 1925, the number 8 down train travelling from Shahjahanpur to Lucknow was approaching the town of Kakori, now in Uttar Pradesh. The robbery was conceived and executed by Ram Prasad Bismil, Ashfaqul Khan, Rajendra Lahiri, Chandrasekhar Azad, Keshav Chakravarti, and few others. They looted that specific train because it was carrying the money bags which they felt belonged to the Indians and was being transferred to the British government treasury. One passenger was killed unintentionally in that episode.
The objectives of the robbery were very specific. First, find the HRA with funds stolen from British administration. Second, garner public attention by creating a positive image of HRA among Indians.
40 people were arrested. Ram Prasad Bismil, Ashfaqullah Khan, Thakur Roshan Singh and Rajendra Nath Lahiri were sentenced to death for their participation. Azad, Keshav Chakravarti and Murari Sharma evaded the capture.
Another event that is associated with Azad's life was an attempt to blow up the Viceroy of India's train in 1926, although it could not be executed. Azad made Jhansi his organization sub for some time. He used the forest of Orchha as a site for shooting practice.
Azad had always idealized Lala Lajpat Rai from his early days. During protest against the Simon Commission, Lala Lajpat Rai got injured in the Lathi charge and died. To avenge the killing of Lala Lajpat Rai, in November 1928, Bhagat Singh, Chandrasekhar Azad and Rajguru shot Assistant Superintendent of Police J.P. Saunders at Lahore. He often used the pseudonym Balraj when signing pamphlets issued as the Commander-in-Chief of the Hindustan Socialist Republic Army.
Chandrasekhar Azad and Bhagat Singh secretly reorganized the HRA as the Hindustan Socialist Republican Association in September 1928 so as to achieve the primary aim of an independent India based on socialist principle. Manmath Nath Gupta, in Azad's biography titled Chandrasekhar Azad and in his book History of Indian Revolutionary Movement, gave a deep insight about the activities of Azad and his ideology.
Azad died at a park in Allahabad on 27 February 1931. The police surrounded him in the park. He shot himself after being surrounded by the police and left with no option of escape after the ammunition was fired. Also, it is said that he used to keep a bullet to kill himself in the event of being caught by the British. The Colt pistol of Chandrasekhar Azad is displayed at the Allahabad Museum. It is amazing to see that in a lifespan of just 24 years, how Chandrasekhar Azad's revolutionary activities made a great impact in the history of Indian freedom movement. Today, after a century, his life remains to be an inspiration for millions of youths across India. He will always be remembered.